Yeah, Johnny, just to give us your assessment of that game, congratulations on the first win of the campaign and just your assessment of it, please.
Um, some brilliant stuff, especially first half. I thought we were outstanding. Very frustrating to concede just before half time. But our intent and our concentration and our how clinical we were at times was very pleasing, and the stuff that we've been taught and we've been learning and training finally came out in glimpses today. So I'm happy for everyone. I'm happy for the players and the coaches that we finally got. Not finally, because that would disrespect our other performance. I felt we weren't far away in our other performances, but we just added some finishing touches and a little bit of clinical play today.
I know it's hard. There's a lot of noise coming through there. Italy, conceded a lot of penalties. A lot of that was the pressure that you put them under, but a lot of it was unforced. How big a step up do you think Scotland will be?
Yeah, I think it will be a step up. To be honest, I just like to enjoy today. The boys have worked incredibly hard over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and like I said, we've been incredibly frustrated that we didn't get the results that the work we put in that we felt we deserved. We got it today, and we just want to enjoy today. We'll learn from some things from our performance, what kept them in the game in terms of our discipline, and we definitely can't do that over in Murrayfield, and some soft penalties. So I don't really want to talk too much about Scotland at this stage. We'll just enjoy tonight, and we'll refocus at the end of the week when we meet back up.
Grand job. Thanks, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. You got in the full 80 minutes there. You saw Billy Burns coming on for Robbie Henshaw. Was that something that you were eager yourself to kind of do, get in the full 80 minutes?
Well, I've been training at 12 during the week at times, like I have for the first 2 games as well. I suppose it's an option that the coaches can have if they feel we need to open the game up a bit, or But I thought Robbie was outstanding, best player on the park for me. On his 50th cap, when you get to a milestone like that, I remember my 50th cap, and when you get a presentation and you get a bit emotional, sometimes it can take away from your performance. You feel a bit drained, but the way he played was just outstanding. Like I said, I thought he was the best player in the park, and he deserved his rest for 15 minutes, and I don't know how I played 80. I never played 80. I played 80 a few weeks ago.
In terms of what guys who are consistently putting it in, Robbie, I was one of them, and the other one was Ty Byrne. He's kind of done well over the last 2 weeks. You guys try to keep him kind of now getting a start and kind of proving his worth, isn't it?
Yeah. Pat always come back to the Munster players, as usual. Ty was excellent as well. He's been outstanding for the last 3 weeks. I think his work at line out, his work at breakdown, but he's improved. He's improved massively from the end of November when we were last together, and he's become a proper leader in that pack and helping out the guys at line out. And I can't speak highly enough about him as well. I suppose he was outstanding too.
And just the last one for me, Will Connors now, it's a great all-round performance. He had a top tackle and then a turnover, as he just got up off the ground immediately. Just a great performance from him, isn't it? More size now for Ireland than he has for Leinster as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. More starts for Ireland than Leinster. Will Connors, you know what you're going to get with Will. The energy that he brings, obviously his chop tackles and his work in and around the breakdown, but he's a brilliant ball player as well, which we probably haven't seen enough of. But I think we saw it at glimpses tonight, obviously. He was outstanding. But I think you can look across the park, and I think everyone stood up today, and everyone was pretty good, because they're a really well coached team, Italy, and sometimes we say during the week about the respect that they deserve and the standard of rugby they've been playing, and I think that was the case. I think they stretched us at times, and like I said, any team I've ever played against under Franco Smith have tested us, whether it was a Treviso or Italy, and he seems to be an outstanding coach and gets his team playing and challenging the opposition, and I'm sure they'll learn a lot from today.
Perfect. Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks.
Johnny, did that performance come out of frustration, or just was it a case of being patient and he's got to where he's wanted to get in the last few weeks?
A little bit of both. Like, if you think about the Wales game, like, we played the game with 14 men, so you know we think that we would have played like that in that game. We were a bit frustrated after the French game in terms of the things that we had talked about during the week we didn't deliver on, and the things that we were told during the week we didn't deliver on, and that was the frustrating part. And we probably look back with regret in terms of, you know, we didn't play to our potential and we didn't execute the game plan as best we could. So each game has been different, and I suppose today was an accumulation of both weeks and it coming together a little bit. But it doesn't mean everything's fixed now. We got to keep improving, and obviously a massive test ahead. You know, going to Murrayfield, it's always an incredibly tough game, and then a 6-day turnaround into England. So it's still all to do. You know, we can if we get a couple of results in our last couple of games, it'll be an okay championship. It'll be one that, you know, what might have been. But you know, we want to finish on a high. That's what we said after the French game.
Okay, guys, we have time for just one last one.
Yeah, Johnny, just when you see fellas like, you know, Craig Casey and Ryan Baird running on there for the new caps, does it make you excited about the future and what this team can actually achieve in the next few years?
Yeah, you know, we've come in for some flack over the last few weeks, but internally as a group, I don't think we've ever been more confident about where we're going and what we can produce, and I mean that properly. That with the coaches that we have, with the leadership group coming out of their shells and improving their leadership, I think that this group is on the right trajectory, and I properly believe that. And those two guys are going to play a huge part. Like, their character, like Craig Casey, I didn't know him that well, obviously, because I've never played him, but his attitude is, I don't think I've ever come across anyone. It kind of reminds me of what I read about Jonny Wilkinson. Really, that's the only person I can relate it to, and it's inspiring for the rest of the group. For someone like me, even at this stage of my career, I like to be last off the pitch, and I'm never last off the pitch now with him around. So you know, he's been brilliant, and Ryan was outstanding when he came on. He's got that energy and incredible athlete. So yeah, the future is bright with those two leading the charge.